Welcome back. We're finally to Antietam. This is kind of a nice goal to hit since this was sort of the original starting point of this campaign. So, finally there, and in pretty good shape. So, put the point in econ. I have done a little rearrangement prior to starting this. Didn't add any men or anything like that. I just compiled my cores back together, so they're more or less. Some of the numbering, I'm not sure what happened, but they're more or less in order from the last grand battle. I'm going to be moving them around a little bit, but this has them sorted a little bit more than the last time, so it saves a little bit of time. So, in terms of Armory, need to buy up last of the 24-pounders, 20-pounders. Probably not going to buy the Tredigars. I'm sort of starting to phase them out. 20-pounders are just better when I have them. It's going to take a while, but the other thing is I found that I kind of end up using these units more for counter battery than I do for anti-infantry work. And in that case, the 10-pounder Parrot is just better because of its damage curve at max range. So I'll probably still be using these here and there, but I think in a lot of cases I'm just going to take the 10-pounder instead. Also buying up the last of the scope Whitworths. Probably, I don't really need any more of these. I think I'm happy with how many sniper units I have. I might put together one or two more eventually. We'll see. So I'm going to start off with topping off the cannon units. I'm going to stick with tactical training just for ease of use and lowering losses. If you're a little more aggressive or don't care about losses quite as much, go for the firearms and accuracy. Or if you like bringing your cannon in real close, probably go for firearms and reload, just so you can get those shots off faster. I think we'll be able to flip this once we grab a general from somewhere. We might need a major general, actually. Just do this for now. There we go. Oops. Nope. And we're actually going to swap out weapons on this guy. I think he's going to end up getting the Weirds later. This was expensive, but okay. Now to sort things out, because we've got to drop our units, our cores down to 20 men. It's one of the annoying things of the Confederate campaign is it feels like battles keep forcing you back and forth between needing 24 or 20. So you build larger cores, and then you have to tear them back down and move units all around again. It's not that big a deal, but just a little annoying once you get stuff set up. So I'm going to start storing units over here for now. I'm actually going to pull. Oh wait, no, this is. Let's see, this is the best core, so it's going to be going in the center. So I'm actually going to keep snipers here. Actually, I think I might set this core up first. So let's pull these out. Yeah, we're going to pull all the artillery out because we're actually going to put a lot of the artillery in this core. This is my this is my less experienced one, but it's the one I'm going to use to go in first in the battle, and it's going to take a lot more of the losses. so they'll be a little bit cheaper. You could go with 2-star units here, you go with your best core and just do more damage, but I don't think it's necessary to be that much stronger. Yeah, hard to say. I'd probably have to play the battle twice to really see how if it's worth it one way or the other. Keep the better sniper, move him out. Keep the cavalry. Bring the 24 pounders over. Swap him out at this point. Gonna need an actual general to go here. I'll go find one in a bit. In terms of perks, I'm tempted to just go Defender again, just because the cover and melee is nice. But for this battle specifically, having a little bit more speed bonus to get these units from the sunken road up to the position they're going to need to be in will be useful. And once I have 2 generals on the field, it's nice to be able to stack effects. Leader will actually be kind of useful, but again, morale doesn't concern me a whole lot, so I won't need that. Really won't need this until late game. It'll be useful for charging trenches and stuff later. So we're going to go with speed. Okay, we got those, that. What else do we need? I think, let's see, while we're waiting, I'm going to buy the Whitworths. It's going to give me a morale penalty, but not that big a deal. So we want, okay, so we're going to grab one of these guys, see what's my best. Okay, this is my best long-range unit. So we're going to swap him over to the 20 pounders. You're going to go back to the 24 pounders. Actually, no, we're going to. So I want 3 units of 24 pounders in this core. They go in first. They're useful for grinding down the numbers as fast as possible and pushing them out of the trees. Let's see, so we have too much infantry. So 1, 2, 3. Pull you out, pull all the musket units out. Maybe we'll leave a couple of you, not sure yet. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I only want 10. Sure, we'll get rid of you. So you got sniper, artillery. Let's put this order is more just for me keeping track of organizing than any need to keep these in a specific division. I'll probably need to swap some stuff around later. Especially because some of these guys need a pretty good commander and I don't have one at the moment. So I've got 3 24-pounders. Then I think I need 3 more, because I have 3 more slots. I think the rest of that is counter battery artillery. Yeah, there we go. So we'll give you the 20-pounders. You get the James. And I think we'll leave you with the 10-pounders. So I'm going to come back and fix numbers and stuff later, but I just want to get the basic setup going first. So over here, I have a 24-pounder. I think there's one over here somewhere. Oh, whoops, I have these generals mixed up. Let's just go ahead and swap them. Oh, do we not have another one? Sure, we'll steal one from here for now. This guy can get a much lower ranking officer anyways.
Sir, yes, sir! Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the one with cover. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. So, 2 24-pounders, sniper. There's another sniper up here. What do we have left for artillery? Not sure if we're going to use all this, but I think we're getting it close. So you get the Weirds. Give you... Wait, do we have another 8? This is the only 8, but they're not very good. I'm going to give you the Whitworths. Actually, with better officers, we might be able to get 2nd stars on these. Not sure if I have enough good generals to be able to do that, because it looks like I need some pretty decent ones. I might be able to steal some of them from the division commanders, though. So, 20-pounder. Sure, we'll turn you into a Tredegar. And we'll up you to 8 and turn you into a 10-pounder. See, I think we have too much infantry here, because we're going to want 1 cavalry unit. I think I actually want 2 cavalry units, so I think I'm going to make another one. because I don't really want to use the. I could use this unit, but I don't really want to. I don't have the weapons, and I don't really want to upgrade them this time around. So I'm going to make another. Basically, so I've got these two cavalry units, which are just about 3-star. Once they hit 3-star, I'm going to start. They're sort of going to go into the bin and only get used in grand battles, just so other units can gain experience. I could still, they could rank their firearms up, but that'll take a long time, and it's just not the best use of their time. They're just, they're intended for melee. So once we get these both to 3-star, the only advantage in ranking them up more is just increasing the quality of general we need to keep them at 3-star. So I'm going to put together one more unit. Just go ahead and make that now. Have to buy Colts. Just use the Remington for now, even though their melee value isn't that great. Go to 300 for now. Okay, then in terms of infantry, let's see. So I'm gonna bring 2 pretty rookie units in here. They're going to be holding the bridge, and those units take pretty heavy casualties with the way I do it. So those will be crap musket units. So I think I'm gonna pull these out. Might need to pull. Yeah, I think that's right, because that gives me 2 extra units. I'll have to move around a bunch of weapons first before I can get those, but okay. So other than those 2 units, those are set up. Actually, we'll grab basically looking for the worst units I have at the moment. Actually, it's we'll see. I might swap this guy out for another one. Sure, we'll go to 1400 for now. These guys are going to be oversized just because of the damage they're going to take. See if we use him or not. He's got decent firearms, so if I have extra rifles left, I might swap him out for someone else. Okay, then we have the leftovers. I'm going to leave these for now. Okay, let's work on buffing these units up. So, let's see, this is the experienced corps. These guys are only going to go to 1100. I'm going to try and get all my 2-star units on Harper's Ferries. Leave you 2 for now.
Yes, sir.
You can see I'm sacrificing a lot of experience for the purpose of saving money. You know, I'm not really pushing for 3 stars. My infantry units, just because they're very expensive to upkeep, and the third perk on infantry is frankly not very good. So it's just not something I push towards at all. We'll end up with some of them later in the campaign, just sort of by default, but no, we need a pretty good general to keep it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let you go back to 1 star and then go up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, other than these two, doing alright. I need to do the cavalry and stuff at some point, but I'm going to wait a little bit. Okay.
Sir, yes, sir!
So we'll send a few experienced units in with this corps, but I'm going to try and position them such that these 1-star units are the ones that are actually really taking the fire. I think I might just take you, put a little bit more in. You might just leave him at 1,000. Or we could drop him down to 1 star. We'll see how much money we have left at the end. Though I guess I already put rookies in, so that we may just leave it. Or
Sir, yes, sir!
how many more can we get with that? So if we find a pretty good general, we could get these guys up to 1,100. We might do some swapping. In fact, we can probably just do this. Heck, can we put someone lower in there? That's too low. We need an actual colonel. For now, we'll just do that. Okay, and these units, I think I'm actually going to take up to about 1,200. As far as I remember, we're below the scaling point of this in this battle, so I could go higher, but I'm just going to put a little extra cushion in there since these guys are going to be fighting for a while. We're only going to take veterans up to about 1,100, and then we'll do rookies for the rest. Oops, Mississippi's. these guys are newer. Still 34, 37 firearms isn't bad. Got some Harper's Ferries left. I think we have some 2-star units in this corps that will need those. Give you Lorenzas for now. I'm gonna go back through and worry about officers later. Okay. Okay, we got about 70,000 left. Let's see, what more do we need to do before I start touching the other stuff? Boost you up. Go to 350 for now. So, 32. Okay, we don't have any others that are worse. Though, oh right, maybe I can flip them over and just put a completely rookie unit in here. So yeah, a rookie unit will come in with 21. Actually, maybe I should have done that with these guys too. Should have just switched these into rifle units. Alright, what do we have left? Fayetteville's, not sure if I'll use those. Springfield's. They're not really enough to use for a bunch of other stuff. Okay, let's see who has the best. Okay, you have decent firearms. Let's give you some good weapons. So I can buy more Springfields, buy more Lorenzes, buy more of these. I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm pretty sure this is my best unit, so I'll be very careful with him, but I'm going to actually let him use the Fayettevilles. The reason I'm hesitant to use them at all is so if we had any money problems, you know, we just sell these right now and have an extra 100K. So I don't really want these units to ever take damage just because of how expensive the rifle is. But I think we should be safe. I'll just be very careful about when I'm using him. That'll free up some extra rifles for us. Thought we had someone back in here who was using... Yeah, upgrade you. Actually, that other unit is better. Yeah, you can get the Harper's Ferries. And then we'll give you the Springfield.
Yes, sir.
And that leaves us with the Lorenzes for him. What do we have left? We can buy more of these. Don't really want to buy... That's too many. Could buy Mississippis, but they're not great at this point in the war, so probably not. You still have Lorenzes, actually. Let's update you. Actually... it's cheap enough, even though it does give me a stat boost. I'll just keep it.
Sir, yes,
Sure,
sir.
we'll buy rifles for you. Oops. Swap over to this so I know what I'm paying in terms of veterans. So only 2,000, probably worth it.
Yes, sir.
Buy more Mississippis, buy more Springfields. That's a little expensive. Sure, we'll just do the Mississippis. They're alright. Not fantastic, but they're fine. I think that leaves us with one unit that's going to get stuck with muskets. Yeah.
Form line.
Just debating how many infantry I want to bring. We'll build some other stuff first. So we'll build a unit of these. Guess we're going to need better officers than that, but that's alright. Take care of that in a bit. Actually, want some medium or close-in stuff. these guys. Sure, we'll leave them with captains for now. They'll actually they'll do fine with captains even if we don't get them the first star, so might actually end up leaving them with that. So, 1, 2, 3. Have to buy a colonel. It's alright.
Yes, sir.
We do have a decent number of Springfields left, though. Guess we have a few more unit slots, so let's create some more of these. We'll start you at 1,000, and we'll see if we have enough to go up. I have to buy stuff now. Okay, so before I buy stuff, let's go on the Great Officer Hunt. We got 32,000 left. We updated all our cavalry. Oh, we haven't. That might be a little expensive. Maybe I shouldn't have bought those rifles. It's not too expensive. Okay, we'll start here. The downside of doing that is now I don't have to steal officers. I shouldn't have done that. Now I have to steal officers from other places. The captains can stay. We got plenty of those. Gotta make sure we don't disband the wrong units. Okay, that gives us a little bit to work with. Need a slightly better one. Oh, no, we can't do that. We need an actual colonel. There we go. That's pretty far away. We're just gonna go low. I'm gonna go a little higher because his efficiency is gonna go up in battle. We need the Major General for the second star there. Sure, we'll leave the Major General there just because we need it for the efficiency. Close if we can snag a Major General from somewhere. Actually, we don't need a very good general here, so let's do this. shoot. Not quite. We need an actual Major General to do that. Actually, just to check. Does it work for this guy? No. He's short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Sir, yes, sir.
I can't get away with it there. You barely need anything.
Sir, yes, sir.
Actually, let's delete you for now. Right. Okay, good. Okay, need a slightly better major. Shoot, I guess we need an actual lieutenant colonel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can see this is lowering the experience, but once this goes up, like we only care about the command and efficiency for this battle, and once the experience goes back up, then we can swap these officers back out and then get the second star out of them. These are new, so I need an actual decent unit there. Alright, now we've freed up a bunch of colonels. Just double check. I think we're set for command in all cases where we can be. Yep. Okay, on for the next one. You need something better.
Sir, yes, sir. Form line.
Okay, great. Just barely. Kind of rather not have a nearly lieutenant general in command of a cavalry unit. Just because they are in melee a lot, they get shot a lot. It's just a real dangerous place to be. Wow, I really do need one heck of a general to be in command of that, apparently, though. Well, we'll risk it. Yeah, guess we gotta do it. Well, we'll see if Jackson survives. Oh, okay, these guys hadn't actually leveled up yet. It's these guys who need a better officer.
Form line. sir.
I'm not sure I care enough to put that good of an officer in the line of fire for that gain. So we'll put you back down here. Actually going to
Yes,
swap
sir.
you out for a lower general.
Sir, yes, sir.
And then we almost get the efficiency as well that way. Actually, no. We're gonna do this.
Sir, yes,
Keep our
sir.
potential lieutenant general safe. Still get a pretty good general here, which is gonna boost this a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, still behind, but getting close.
Form line.
Okay, 2 cores done. Never gonna hit that, so not gonna worry about it. These guys are way overkill, but I actually don't have a lot of lower ranking officers left. I could buy them, but I want to save the money for now. Okay. So, let's put this stuff back together. And I could be going a little bit bigger on the artillery. But I don't have enough cannon in a lot of cases, so I prefer the more numerous, smaller units. Once I start getting excess 24 pounders and stuff, that's when I'll finally start going up.
Form line.
Just so I can keep track of what's what.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, we're almost... Oh, we're down to a major. Anywhere I can sneak in. Oh, I'd have to buy something. Okay. We'll hold off a little bit on that. Anything possible I need to spend my money on before I burn the last of it. Good here. Fine here. These guys could go up a little higher.
Sir, yes, sir!
Like the cavalry to be a little bit larger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'd be short if I did it this way. Do that. Let's see, we got Tredegar, 3-inch Napoleon, and then 1, 2, 3 those. And what do we got left? 900. Okay, so we're gonna make the musket guys bigger, and then we're gonna use one of the captains. Got 300 left. Did the drop his stats to do it.
Yes,
It's
sir.
alright. Okay, so we got 3,000 left. I think that's pretty much what I'm going to go in with. Gonna hold off a moment just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, we got all round numbers there, so we probably haven't forgotten to top anything off. Fine in terms of command.
Form line.
Got maxed out supply. I guess another option would have been we could have built a 4th corps and moved some of these units over there or something and gotten more supply, but I think three supply wagons is going to be enough, I think. So yeah, I think we're good, so I'm going to spend the last little bit there. And then I think we're set. Okay, so 45,000, 148 guns versus 76,215 guns. This should be pretty easy, and I think we're actually still decently under the scaling point, so I think I could have made these units even larger if I had the extra rifles and stuff. I mean, I have a few here or there, so I could make some odd-sized units if I wanted to increase them a little bit more. But I think I'm just going to hold off. I don't think it's necessary. This is... I want to say... I don't remember exactly. I want to say when I did my original video, I only had 40,000 around against a similar number, and it went just fine. So I think I'm just going to hold off on deploying anything else. I guess the other thing to note is this is one of the cases where using the smaller unit sizes actually gets you more men and guns on the field. If I had made... what I've found is when I've done the experiments, if I had, say, scrapped all these cores and rebuilt everything with like 1,500 man units, I feel like I usually end up running out of guns a little bit earlier, and I just end up bringing fewer units onto the field even though they're a little bit larger, and so I actually end up fielding a little few thousand less men than if I use these smaller unit sizes. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to wrap up camp for now, and then I will be back with the battle itself.